It looked like just another normal day. People going about their lives without any idea that they were about to come face to face with something terrifying.
Oh God, Tim, you okay? Tim, you okay?
Hey!
These moments turned into attacks no one was prepared for. But before you see all that, let's start with the first terrifying attack. It all happened on a sunny day in Australia. Matt, the man filming this video, looked outside, grabbed his GoPro, and decided to make the most of the warm weather. There was a lake near his home, so he drove there and climbed into a tree overlooking the water. His plan was simple: jump from the tree, capture a cool shot, and cool himself down at the same time. But seconds after entering the water, everything changed. A crocodile suddenly charged toward him, snapping its jaws just inches from his body. Matt immediately began swimming as fast as he could, knowing that one wrong movement could be fatal. Fortunately, he managed to reach the shore without being bitten. What began as a harmless afternoon swim nearly ended in tragedy. Let this be a reminder that swimming in unfamiliar lakes in Australia can be extremely dangerous, and that you should always check your surroundings before entering the water. If a crocodile charging through the water was terrifying, wait until you see what chased these explorers through the dark. It was the night of September 24th, 2027. A warm, calm summer evening, perfect for an adventure. That night, 3 friends, Lewis, James, and Tom from the channel, Lewis Clark, decided to explore an abandoned mental asylum. This place had been left to rot for over 30 years, gaining a reputation as a haunting ground for squatters and the homeless. But none of that deterred the boys. They were determined to see what mysteries hid within its walls.
Alright guys, so today I'm here with James and I'm here with Tom. And today we are standing outside an abandoned mental asylum. It is currently 6:30 in the evening and we're going to try and wait till it gets a bit more dark and we're going to explore this place.
As they approached the crumbling building, an eerie feeling crept over them. The asylum's decaying hallways were lined with peeling floors and broken ceilings, a place that seemed to whisper warnings at every step. But to the boys, it was just another exploration. But they had no idea how quickly things would take a terrifying turn.
This place has actually been stripped. Like there's nothing here, which is so frustrating because all we want to do is explore the part of the building with stuff in, so we can show you it, that's what exploring is all about. What was that? What the fuck was that? Yo, if anyone's here, we're gonna leave. If anyone's here, we will leave. Do you think it's the wind? I think it's the wind.
A loud bang suddenly echoed through the empty halls. Someone had thrown something, but the boys tried to brush it off, telling themselves it was probably just the wind. Yet a sense of dread lingered, as if they weren't as alone as they'd thought. As they entered another dark, dilapidated hallway, their worst fear came true.
I completely think, I don't know, is that a lie? I don't know, Fucking hell. What's that?
What was that?
Yo, we're not here to disturb anyone.
No.
We're not here to disturb anyone. Go and see who it is, bro. Run, fucking run! Don't push me in the bush, bro. Wait, he's got a fucking knife! He's got a knife. He's got a knife.
A man appeared, sprinting towards them with a knife in hand. Panicked, they bolted, running as fast as they could to escape. They didn't stop until they were outside, breathless but unharmed. It was clear the man was likely defending his territory, a squatter or homeless person who didn't want any intruders in his space.
We just bloody got chased. I honestly swear to God. He had a knife, like Bongo said.
Shaken and startled, the boys left the asylum immediately, vowing never to return. A knife-wielding stranger was terrifying enough, but the next explorers were met with a loaded gun. In September 2020, John and Tim from the popular YouTube channel Exploration Unknown set out to document their visit to an abandoned altar hidden in the middle of a dense forest. But what they encountered that day was far more dangerous than they ever expected. The adventure started like any other. John and Tim had heard rumors about an altar, lost somewhere in the woods, and decided to see it for themselves. But from the very start, there were red flags.
Where are we?
It's supposed to be public land.
This is private property, bro.
Well, maybe it's like this over here, somebody's private property. And I know this over here should be like public land.
As they followed the directions they were given, it became unclear if they were on private or public property. Just a few minutes after they reached the location, they got their answer in the most terrifying way imaginable.
Saw something behind you. Shh. Okay, dude, key light. Kill your light, dude. Key. Oh my God, dude, it's a car. Shh. Hide. Dude, they were waiting. Somebody's here. Shh. Get down. Oh God, dude, we gotta get out of here. He shut that engine off. Oh God, he's getting out.
Hey, that's taking your damn lights and fur.
Oh God. Dude, he's
Get off my property.
He's got a gun. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Okay, go. Oh God. Tim, you okay? Tim, you okay? Get up, dude, come on. Get up. Are you hit? Oh God, run, dude, run. Okay.
A man appeared, one who seemed to have been waiting for them. Without a word, he pointed a gun directly at John and Tim. The man didn't just threaten them, he fired his gun. The shot rang out, echoing through the forest. Tim, startled by the sound, tripped and fell to the ground. For a terrifying moment, it seemed like he'd been shot. This is the kind of situation no explorer ever wants to find themselves in. One wrong move, one wrong word, and things could go from bad to deadly in an instant. John and Tim had two options: try to reason with a man who may not be in his right mind, or stay silent and hope they could escape unseen. Fortunately, both John and Tim made it out of the woods unscathed, but shaken. As they ran through the trees, the man didn't pursue them, but the fear that he could still be aiming at their backs must have been unbearable. Once they reached the safety of their car, it became clear just how lucky they were. They never went back, and honestly, who could blame them? I don't. Did you find this disturbing? Then brace yourself for what you're about to see next. On what seemed like an ordinary fishing trip through Everglades National Park, a group of men were sitting in their boat when one of them leaned over the side to rinse the dirt from his hands. The water around them was dark and impossible to see through. But with the boat completely still and nothing moving at the surface, there appeared to be no immediate danger. For several seconds, the man casually moved his hands through the water, unaware that something beneath the boat had already noticed him. And before anyone could tell him to pull away, the water suddenly exploded.
2 seconds won't do anything.
Get him!
Full video. A shark launched itself from beneath the surface and clamped its jaws around the man's hand. The force of the attack dragged him over the side, sending his entire body crashing into the same murky water where the shark was still swimming. The others immediately rushed to help and managed to pull him back into the boat before the animal could strike again. Despite how violent the attack looked, the man somehow escaped without losing any fingers. He was left with a painful bite wound to his hand, but avoided injuries that could have been far worse. He later shared the footage as a warning to other boaters, telling them to keep their hands and feet inside the vessel. Because in water this dark, danger can be directly beneath you long before you ever realize it is there. Being dragged into dark water is terrifying. But the next victims entered a house where someone may have already been waiting. On May 16, 2004, two men entered Wellington House, a property reportedly connected to a series of unsolved axe murders. By nightfall, what began as a simple investigation had turned into a nightmare.
What is this? Come on, Jay, let's get the shot.
Curtis, come over here. This is still wet.
Give me the B camera. We can use this. Let me shoot this.
Here.
Okay, I got it. Dude, look at that.
Dude, this is f***ing still wet. What the hell is this? Dude, is this some... This doesn't make sense.
Did you do this?
Dude, if anyone did this, it's definitely you. I mean, I have minimal interest in this whole f***ing thing to begin with.
I've been with you the whole time.
It's like the same shit you always do.
You're f***ing with me. Come on, let's.
You f***ing got this other plan going on.
Let's
that I'm
get
not
back.
in on.
Let's get the shot. Come on.
No, dude, I just want to fucking leave. This is bullshit.
Inside, they discovered what appeared to be fresh blood smeared across one of the walls. At first, they dismissed it as nothing more than a prank. Believing they were completely alone, they prepared to film their final shot, until they realized someone else was inside the house.
What the hell is that?
Jay, come on.
What the hell is that, Curtis?
Curtis,
look out!
Ow!
What was that? What was that?
Did you see what just hit me? What the hell?
Turn the light on. Do you have the flashlight?
Let me find the camera. Hang on.
Don't even worry about that. Get the light on. I'm getting out of here.
Wait 1 second and let me find the
Turn the light
camera.
on so I can get out of here. What the hell are you doing? What are you... Get off of me! Get off of me!
After his friend was attacked, the cameraman was given only seconds to run and find somewhere to hide. As the axe-wielding figure stepped outside, it seemed as though he might have a chance to escape. But the attacker was already waiting for him. Although the footage was presented as a real and terrifying encounter, many viewers were not convinced. People in the comments pointed to the way each moment appeared perfectly timed. Because of this, the entire video feels far more like a carefully staged horror film than a genuine investigation. But what do you think? Was this a real encounter, or was everything planned from the beginning? Real or not, sometimes you hope it is staged, because the threat outside the next man's van was very real. This is Brendan, a YouTuber you may know from his channel Brendan Explores. Usually, his adventures take him deep into nature, where the only sounds he hears are from the wildlife around him. But tonight would be different.
I've done hundreds of camps, and although this is by far the worst camping experience I've ever had.
It's February 11th, 2024, and Brendan sets out for another stealth camping trip. But this time, he's not venturing into the peaceful wilderness. he's heading into Jaywick. Once a holiday resort for Londoners, Jaywick has now earned the title of the most deprived area in the country.
A little town in England called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
And as Brendan drives through, the unease starts to grow. Brendan realizes quickly that camping in this town might not be the best idea.
Right, after traipsing around for the last 20 minutes to half hour trying to find a spot.
Feeling unsafe, he decides to move his stealth van to a secluded parking lot just a few miles away, surrounded by the safety of the forest. Things start to feel a little more peaceful. He prepares dinner and settles in, thinking he's safe for the night.
It's absolutely dead quiet. But thank you ever so much for joining me. I will bring you back in the morning and I'll show you a proper look at this place. Couldn't really see much when it's pitch black. I'll see you in the morning.
Little did he know, this peaceful evening was about to take a terrifying turn.
I think someone's outside the back.
Someone is trying to get into his van. He stays quiet, heart racing, hoping the person will just walk away. But then something far more terrifying happens.
Hey! Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god.
Suddenly, the sound of smashing glass shatters the silence. Someone had broken his window. Brendan screams in shock as shards of glass fly everywhere. The intruder flees into the blackness of the forest, leaving Brendan alone and shaken, surrounded by broken glass and the eerie quiet of the night.
Oh, fuck's sake.
He peers outside into the pitch-black woods, but there's no one to be seen. The forest, once a source of peace, now feels like a place of danger. Brendan knows he's not safe and decides to leave. The next morning, still shaken from the night's events, Brendan grapes the camera again to explain some more details with his viewers.
Quite frankly, just wanted to go home. I was really, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good three and a half hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
The shattered window serves as a reminder of how close he came to real danger. He drove home as fast as he could that night, but the encounter still haunts him. It's unsettling to realize how often we take the safety of our everyday surroundings for granted. If Brendan hadn't yelled out, he could have faced a much more dangerous situation. But now, let's move on to something even more disturbing. It was a sunny day at the Camino Real del Tigre Zoo in Mazamitla, Mexico, and the tigers were receiving their usual care. A zoo vet named Alejandra Mora was standing beside one of the enclosures when a Siberian tiger called Raida suddenly leapt toward her from behind. The tiger reached through the wire fence, hooked its claws into the back of Alejandra's jacket, and violently pulled her against the enclosure. Before she could escape, the animal moved its head toward her neck and appeared to search for a place where it could sink in its teeth. and within a split second, a routine moment at the zoo turned life-threatening. Although the fence prevented Raita from fully reaching her, the tiger's claws remained tightly caught in her clothing. Thankfully, one of her colleagues immediately rushed over and began removing the tiger's claws from her jacket. After several tense seconds, he managed to free Alejandra and move her away from the fence before she suffered any serious injuries. The disturbing footage quickly spread online, leaving viewers shocked by how fast an ordinary moment at the zoo had turned into a potentially deadly attack. The zoo later released a statement confirming that both Alejandra and Raita were unharmed. But the incident showed how even an animal that receives daily care can still react with the instincts of a dangerous wild predator. The fence was the only thing keeping that tiger back. In the next clip, there was nothing between the explorers and whoever fired the shot. Meet Lou, a YouTuber you might know from the channel Lou Rock. Known for his exploration videos, Lou often dives into eerie, abandoned places and delves into the paranormal world. Tonight, he's investigating an old sugar mill that's been abandoned for over 20 years, and he's bringing his friend James from the channel The Fam along for the ride.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Lou Rock. I'm actually filming a video here at this sugar mill that is across the street from the Hamilton jail. You guys will see that video on my channel. Here with my boy Gerald the Fam.
Gerald the Fam, what up, Lou Rock?
It's September 5th, 2022. A warm, summer evening, seemingly perfect for an exploration, or so it seems.
There's the jail across the street, and man, that is such a spooky picture right there. Yes, I did. Just sounded like there was somebody in there, right?
As Lou and James step into the decaying mill, navigating the dark, crumbling hallways, they're struck by an eerie sense that they aren't alone.
Well, that's a really old, like, plaid shirt. Whoa. What the hell was that? Yeah. That sounded very strange.
Like something fall or something, and then
I heard like moaning.
Yeah, it sounded like a moan or like a.
Strange, unsettling noises echo through the empty halls, heightening the tension. But these two are seasoned explorers. They're determined to see this through. After combing through the mill, they decide to head to a nearby abandoned church, rumored to be haunted. With their spirit talker device in hand, they make their way toward the ominous building, unknown what awaits them.
Really cool.
Yo.
What? Yeah, I hear somebody.
I swear I just seen somebody in there.
You thought you seen somebody in there?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so I think I heard somebody, and then you said you thought you saw someone. I mean, there could be a homeless person living there.
As they enter, Lou claims he spots someone lurking in the shadows. A man, perhaps? But when they step inside, it's empty. Was it his imagination, or was there truly someone there? This question will soon be answered. Using the spirit box, they attempt to communicate with any lingering spirits, and then something chilling comes through.
Oh my God! Dude, the spirit box said there's a man here.
The box seems to warn them of a presence, one that clearly has no desire for them to stay. Just moments later, as Lou and James try to leave, it happens.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yo.
Bro.
Oh my God. Alright, man. I'm ready to bounce.
Oh, what is that?
Yo. Oh! Yo, yo, yo.
Dude, where are you? Where are you?
Yo, let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna go behind you. I can't
There's a
see.
tree here.
Go. I'm gonna
Let's
hold your
go.
shoulder. Go. What the hell?
What the hell was that, bro?
Did somebody shoot at us?
Dude, they're behind us. Go.
A loud gunshot echoes through the night. Without hesitation, they sprint from the church, running for their lives. The shot seems like a warning, perhaps from a squatter or someone wanting to claim the place as their own. Fortunately, it was only a single shot, and both Lou and James escaped unharmed. This experience was a harsh reminder that when exploring abandoned places, sometimes the biggest dangers aren't ghosts, but humans. But when you don't know which of the two is haunting you, the attack becomes even more terrifying. You'll see it unfold in the next video. A woman named Sandra Harold had lived in Stamford, Connecticut with her pet chimpanzee, Travis. Raised from just days old by Sandra and her late husband, Travis wasn't treated like a pet. He was treated like family. More than once, Sandra referred to him as a son. He accompanied them on errands, was known around town, and had even learned to open doors, drink from a glass, and dress himself. Having been socialized around humans for nearly his entire life, Travis was trusted deeply. Calm, obedient, part of the household. But that trust would be shattered in an instant on the evening of February 16th, 2009. That night, a family friend named Charla Nash arrived at Sandra's home to help put Travis back inside after he had taken Sandra's car keys and wandered out of the house. At first, it seemed like a routine visit, but then Travis saw something in Charla's hands. A Tickle Me Elmo doll, one of his favorite toys. And suddenly, everything changed. Without warning, Travis lunged at Charla and began attacking her with unimaginable force. His strength was overwhelming. He pinned her down and latched onto her face, tearing at it with his bare hands. Sandra, horrified, grabbed a butcher knife and tried to stop him, stabbing him in desperation, but it only enraged him further. She rushed back inside and made a frantic 911 call, trying to explain the unexplainable.
For 911, where's your emergency?
This is Sandy. 241 Rock Crimmon Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Yes. He ripped her apart. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. You shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
Guns. They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry. Please tell him. Please tell him to kill him, please.
They did, Sandra. They're shooting at him already, okay?
But he's not dead.
I know. They will continue until he's dead, okay? I just need you to stay on the phone with me and breathe.
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. Oh, God.
The call was manic. Sandra's voice was trembling, crying, pleading for help. She shouted that her son was killing her friend, begging the dispatcher to send someone immediately. In the background, chaos, screaming, the sounds of the unthinkable unfolding in real time. When police arrived, Travis turned his aggression toward the officers. They opened fire. After being shot multiple times, he stumbled back into the house and collapsed. He later died from his wounds. As for Charla Nash, her injuries were beyond comprehension. Her face had been completely torn off. She lost her nose, lips, eyelids, hands, and portions of her skull. Surgeons worked for over 7 hours to stabilize her. Eventually, she was declared permanently blind. What followed was a long series of operations, including an experimental face and hand transplant. While the face transplant initially succeeded, her body later rejected the new hands, and they were removed. Toxicology reports would later reveal that, just prior to the attack, Travis had been given a mixture of Xanax and tea, a decision made by Sandra in an attempt to calm him due to his Lyme disease. In chimpanzees, Xanax is known to cause extreme side effects, including paranoia and hallucinations, something that likely triggered his sudden breakdown. The Nash family would go on to file a $50 million lawsuit against Sandra Harold. But just 1 year later, at age 72, Sandra passed away from a ruptured aortic aneurysm. The case was eventually settled with her estate, which was valued at approximately $4 million. To this day, Charla Nash continues her long road to recovery. What happened that night remains one of the most shocking and tragic animal attacks ever recorded, a reminder of the delicate and dangerous line between domestication and wild instinct. And for Charla, it's a nightmare that will likely stay with her for the rest of her life. That's all for today, folks. If you'd like to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.